Mr. Poor was the lawyer that he was there. He was still there in that house when Ruth and Alcee Lee were married. And when I came home one time for a week, she had found out that he was a bigamist.
And that would have been like the early 1970s, because I remember Alcee Lee. He was about 3.
Yeah.
My grandpa Al.
Yeah. And I took her to Mr. Poor, and he annulled that marriage. And he said, "Do you want to go after him, Ruth?" And she said, "No, I just want rid of him." And that was after, you had to be around 5 or 6, because that was after the farm. I guess I came back from Oklahoma.
I think I couldn't have, I thought maybe, I don't know.
Because he came to the farm, and he also came to the house in San Antonio with her. So that
Well, the house
lasted
in
for a
San
few years.
Antonio would have been like 1971 or 2, 72.
No,
and then
you were born, well, yeah, it was.
and the farm was 1973, and we were in Oklahoma by 1975, because I was in
Oklahoma?
kindergarten there. So,
I
okay.
don't remember, but anyway, I took her there and she got that annulled. And he was still in that house, and Dr. Protho had moved up to that building where you went to preschool.
Mrs. McGee's.
Yeah, that was his office then, but he lived in that house when I lived at Miss Bryant's.
Right.
And then the Hartleys lived next to that, and then, gosh, the other day I could remember that preacher's name. They had the 5 boys. Johnny, Carol, and Arnold were always throwing rocks at them. They were having a rock fight back there in the alley all the time. And I can't think of his name, but he was the First Baptist church preacher. So that house must have belonged to the church. Probably.
And that was the church you started going to when?
Yeah.
When they got involved.
The judge specified that she had to take me to the First Baptist Church, and Ruth was intimidated by the church, so she just dropped me out.
And that's where Miss Hartley was. Yeah.
Yeah, Miss Hartley, and she was one of the big wheels in that church, and she worked in it every single day of her life.
Yeah.
I think.
Even when I was in high school, she's
still doing that. She was constantly, she spent her money for good purposes, as far as I can tell.
Yeah.
As far as I know.
I'm always the cynic, so I always just never.
I don't think there was anything going on with her, but I don't know. There could have been, but I don't think so. But in her husband was Earl Hartley, and he became the Attorney General when, I don't know, I was out of high school, and they got a divorce. I guess she wouldn't move to Santa Fe, I don't know. But he married some young woman, and he was 20 years younger than her. From what Tommy said, I knew he was a lot younger, but I didn't know he was that much younger. But he married money.
Yeah.
But anyway, and I don't know if that was. I often wondered if that was really his name or if they took her name, because the Hartley Ranch was.
Yeah, I don't know.
Clout.
Yeah.
Back then, so I don't know.